Hey there everyone. Today we're going to talk about those times where you feel like your energy and motivation is at an all-time low and you just got to kind of pull yourself up and grind through because you still have things to do that day. So you get home from work and all you want to do is sit down and watch the game, or sit down and take a nap, or get something to eat, or hang out with friends, turn the brain off, but you know you still have things to do. So how do you push through those times? How do you allow yourself to get to a point where you can actually still accomplish those pieces and those items on your to-do list? So this is also absolutely perfect for individuals that suffer with anxiety or depression, because as far as energy management, some days energy is very low, some days it's in the normal range. So this is great for those individuals as well, or just people looking for kind of a plan to get you through those moments. So let's start. If your inner dialogue is using words like give up, hopeless, powerless, but you still have things on your to-do list that you need to get done, this can help spark some new motivation. And all you got to do is follow these simple steps and rules. So don't leave anything up to guesswork. Since your energy is already going to be at an all-time low, any type of guesswork that you need to put in is going to keep you in the I'd rather be doing something else type of phase. Insert whatever activity. So be very simple with your tasks, very clear, and make sure they're very small instead of taking on entire projects. And keep in mind, the next kind of rule is to keep in mind that this moment right now is the only moment that requires your focus. People with depression usually compare their energy levels and activity levels to previous experiences, which can diminish your motivation to want to do something. So do a 5 to 10 minute breathing exercise before engaging any of this. It's going to help you mentally get more balanced, stop comparing yourself a little bit, and help with focus rather than get distracted. So keep it simple. The next piece is a task list. It's great, but a prioritized task list is optimal. So another deterrent to motivation is not knowing how or where to start. So if you don't have a task list, 3 to 5 items, just write them down, and then most importantly, go through them and see which ones you need to complete first and which ones you can afford to complete a little bit later on. If you don't know based off of that list what the first step is, then break that down even farther. Here's another important one. Set a time limit, because no one wants to work forever. Open-ended work sessions turn into miserable marathons of mental burnout. So look at this as 30 to 45 minute time chunks. So for 30 to 45 minute windows, you are setting an actual timer on your phone or your alarm clock, and you are labeling what you're going to actually get done during that period. And after that period's over, you're going to have a 5 to 10 minute break to kind of reset your brain. So you're going to step away from the computer, the phone, the TV, whatever it is, and that's what you're going to use as your break. So there you go. Start your task list, follow the steps above, and push through these times. You got to get started. Getting started is the most important piece. So just know that this moment is the most important moment that requires your actual focus. And before you even start getting engaged in something, take a second, take 5 to 10 minutes and actually sit down and breathe and try and get refocused, rebalanced, so you're not comparing yourself to other examples of times that you've had the motivation where you can kind of pull yourself down in comparison with it. But getting started in the first step is the biggest thing. So go through these rules and check out the PDF with the activity to follow along and actually accomplish some of these in preparation for when you end up running into a circumstance like this where your energy and motivation is at a low. So this is for preparing for those moments, not when you get in that moment and say, oh, okay, I know what to do. So do this in preparation, do this today, do this now, look at the PDF and go through and fill some of these things out. All right, hope this helps, and see you around.